Properties for sale under. Hello, my friends, and welcome to Italy, a place to love YouTube channel, the channel where I like to talk about the good, the bad, all we have to know about Italy, and from Monday to Friday about properties for sale in Italy. So this is the format where I like to show properties for sale in selected towns, in particular in four areas in Italy. So Abruzzo region, Molise region, the southern part of Apulia, and Sicily. But so, if you like this type of videos, please put like and subscribe. It helps my channel to grow. And so today, in today's video, I bring you to this town called Casoli. So as you can see on the map, we are in the center of Italy. We are in Abruzzo region. We are in Chieti Province. Okay, so let's start the video today. So we can start saying that Casoli è un comune italiano di 5.063 abitanti. So it's an Italian municipality of 5,063 inhabitants. So under the 20,000, which allows you to go under the 7% taxation. And so let's start the video. Let's zoom in here to see better where Casoli is. So I'd say that the easiest way to reach Casoli, I would say, is from Rome Airport or Pescara Airport. Okay, it depends where you are flying from. Then we also have Bari Airport and Napoli Airport. Anyway, what can I say about Abruzzo region? That is one of the regions where most of the expats around the world are looking for properties for sale. And so today I'll bring you and I'll show you what's on the market for sale in this town in Abruzzo region. Let's see what else I can say. That we are quite close to the sea. I'd say we are around 20 minutes driving from the sea. So we are also not far from the mountains. We are close to many beautiful towns. So it's not at all a boring place. Then we are also close to Molise region. We are not far from Rome. So there is a high demand in this area of Italy. Okay, let's move on now. Okay, here, if you want to join my Facebook group called Italy, a place to love, where I also share and I update news about Italy. Okay, then now next, I go here on YouTube. Now, I will share these videos that I'm pointing you here. For example, here there is a tour in Casoli. So basically, I will share this video on my Facebook group like this. Watching this video, you can investigate a bit better about the town. I found this one was enough to write Casoli Chieti in YouTube. Then I found another interesting video like this one, Casoli, I borghi più belli d'Italia. So I will share these two links in my Facebook group. And now we can go on Idealista and we can start searching for the properties for sale in Casoli. Okay, so let's start Casoli. As we can see, Casoli, Chieti Municipality. Okay, let's start saying that properties for sale in Casoli, Chieti, there are 66 houses and flats. Anyway, not many, but as we saw, it's a small town. It's only a tiny bit over 5,000 inhabitants. But let's do my usual selection. So I don't select any minimum price. I go for minimum size, so 100 square meters. Then we go for houses. We avoid flats. Then we avoid auction properties, exclude auction properties. We also go for available properties, so no bare ownership and no rented with tenants. Okay. the next two steps are minimum 3 bedrooms, all right, and minimum 2 bathrooms. Then here, because there are not so many properties for sale, so I will check whatever is left without putting any more selection. Now we see that from 66 properties for sale, we dropped to 28 houses for sale. Now the last step is to check from the lowest price. Okay, let's see what's on the market in this town, Abruzzo Region, Chieti Province. All right, so let's start from this one, detached house in Contrada Guarenna. They are asking 19,000 euro, garage included, 5 rooms, 1,350 square meters. I think they are including also the land, the plot of land. Let's have a quick look at the pictures. Now there are 37 pictures. It's a countryside house, enchanting stone house in Contrada Guarenna, Casoli, nestled in the heart of the beautiful hills of Abruzzo. Okay, there are no more pictures here. I see it's empty. Let's see. Let's try to go on the pictures here to see if they're showing more pictures. Anyway, I can see that the house is in need of renovation. Okay, here we can see all the pictures. Okay, has to be completely renovated, maybe only the roof, but as we can see, anyway, is a house that is in a completely need of renovation. So maybe inside, I'd say, but the good thing of this house is the price. Let's say that with 19,000 euro, you can get a lovely countryside house. I only wanted to understand natural beauty, if they, how big is the plot of land, but they're not reporting here. Okay, because anyway, it's not a very huge plot of land, private garden, they're not disclosing. The plot of land is 1,350 square meters, so is 1/10 of an hectare. Let's say that if your plan is to get a house to fully renovate, this could be for 19,000 euro with a plot of land. Again, it's not a very, very big plot of land, but okay, let's see the following properties for sale. Villa in Contrada Vicenne, so we are always in the countryside. 4 rooms, 120 square meters. Casoli, detached house to renovate in a private and panoramic location in the heart of the most authentic Abruzzo nestled. Let's have a quick look at the pictures. It says that has to be completely renovated. From outside doesn't look bad. I don't know if there is a plot of land and how big is this plot of land. For now, we only see pictures from outside. I'm not gonna enter for now into the property. Okay, I see is in need of full renovation. Okay, there are only pictures from outside. Again, I'm not entering. Okay, here we have a few pictures from inside. House that is in need of renovation. There are a few things, the floor. Anyway, is in need of renovation. The price is a bargain. Okay, 35,000 euro. You might make the house of your dreams. Obviously, I'm not entering because I see a lot of works to do. I'm generally looking for properties that are not in need of renovation in this format. But if you are interested in this type of property and you want to investigate better, I will share the link of this search under the description of the video. So then you can enter and you will find exactly this selection, these properties for sale, and then you can go and investigate yourself. Now this one is the same in zona, the same estate agent. Okay, I'm wondering if this is another one. So here we have a video. Let's scroll slowly this video. Now 35,000 euro, 4 rooms, 150 square meters in the locality of Casoli in the district of Ripitella Pianibbie. Private house, a farmhouse composed of two distinct buildings, one in a rustic state. Anyway, I'd say that also this one is in need of renovation. I see the roof is not in a good shape. Anyway, 35,000 euro. Again, if you're looking for this type of property in the countryside to fully renovate it, and you love this area, this could be the property that uh, you might be interested in. All right, so now here we go straight to 47,500 euro. Terraced house in Contrada, La Roma, Casoli. This charming semi-detached property located in the picturesque village of Casoli is a real opportunity for those wishing to live immersed in history. Now, anyway, Casoli is considered one of the most beautiful towns of Italy. In Italy, if I go back here on YouTube, i borghi più belli d'Italia. If you type i borghi più belli d'Italia on in Google, for example, you might have a list region by region of all the towns, the most beautiful towns in Italy, and Casoli is considered one of these. Let's enter into this property because, as far as I see, is in a good order. Okay. Let's see just the basic features of this property. Terraced house, 3 floors, 130 square meters built, 5 rooms, 2 bathrooms, balcony, uncovered parking space, second-hand, good condition storage room, individual heating, air conditioning, heat pump, energy efficiency rating in process, so air conditioning, private garden. So there is also a little garden. Okay, let's enter and let's investigate. Let's see the pictures. 47,500 euro. Now, from this picture, from the very first picture, I can see that the neighboring house has plenty of solar panels. I'm wondering if this house, for example, has the same or it is possible to do the same, because it's always good to put solar panels in the south of Italy. Anyway, I see a lovely terrace here, covered terrace. The roof here looks in a good condition. Okay, I see a decent house here in good condition, renovated. The exterior part looks renovated. The roof looks in a good condition. This is the little terrace that we saw before. Here we have the main road. Here the neighboring house with plenty of solar panels. Okay, so I guess now here we are in the attic. Okay, with air conditioning, with new window frames. The floor is in a good condition, so overall, this doesn't look like in need of renovation. Okay, here we are on the ground floor, on the entrance. Here we can see the entrance. We see again a decent floor. I see air conditioning, so I see a house that is not in need of a major renovation. Basically, with this amount of money, possible to, let's say, start living with minor works to do. Again, interesting, lovely fireplace, which is always interesting. Okay, here I see another room. Obviously, we see this door, but in every room there is air conditioning. And this, it's interesting, the floor, even if the picture is not really paying back, It looks like cotto. Now, cotto is a particular type of ceramic, so it's interesting. Anyway, overall, the house looks in a very good shape from outside. Okay, all right. The roof is new, so that's all I can say. I'd say they renovated kind of recently, maybe just needs to be repainted the facade of the house, but overall, even like this is fine. Okay, so here we have the entrance. We have these steps here that then are leading to the main entrance on the first floor. Then on the ground floor, I think there is kind of storage room. So it's on a three floors, ground floor, first floor, and second floor. This is where we saw the attic. It's a lovely house. This is probably the storage room, utility room on the ground floor. You can use that can be used as a laboratory. There is water, as we can see. There is a fridge. Is an extra with an extra bathroom. This bathroom in needs of a renovation anyway. Even if we have a boiler for the hot water. Anyway, this bathroom is quite old, but considering that this is on the ground floor, obviously the humidity here damaged a bit of wall. They just need to be repainted properly. I don't think there is need of plastering. Okay, here we have the steps. Here we have the entrance door. This is probably the living room with the fireplace. Okay, so a bit of garden that needs to be cleaned. Anyway, overall, I see a house in a good condition. Okay, so this is the living room. No, this is not. I go back. Okay, here in the living room, we see this type of floor. Then if I go here, I see another type of floor. So it's another another room. But I can say that every single room has the air conditioning. Use it as a heat pump as well to give heat during the wintry months. Okay, we have another interesting space here with stairs leading to the upper floor. Okay, so this door is on the right of the entrance door from the little terrace. Okay, this is the view, beautiful view, little storage cabinet. Okay, here we have this lovely terrace with view on these fields and on the hills, beautiful. Maybe this plot of land belongs to the house itself, maybe not, not sure. Okay, here we have the stairs leading to the upper floors. Okay, I like this type of tiles here. This is cotto. Again, this is quite expensive nowadays to put this type of tiles. Bathroom, I see, is a bit in need of renovation. Overall, it's not very bad, but I see. I would spend a few thousand euros to make completely newer bathroom. Okay, here we have the outdoor area. We have bedroom. We have, okay, then the steps. There is a kind of mezzanine in between, and then we have the attic room, which it also can be used as a bedroom with lovely view. This is one of the bedrooms that we saw before. Here the stairs leading to the attic, quite spacious and bright. Lovely property. I have to say that this property with the balcony from the attic, with the view on the beautiful hills, of Abruzzo region. Interesting. Again, here it could be possible to put, for example, now I don't know this house here because the one that we saw was this one. Anyway, on the road, interesting property. I don't understand if it's exactly in the town or just a tiny bit in the outskirts of the town, but anyway, for the price, for this price, 47,500 euro, I'd say is a bargain. Okay, next. Village house. Now there is a video. Village house in Vico Ripetta, Casoli, 65,000 euro, 8 rooms, 104 square meters. Come and discover this refined dwelling in the historic center of Casoli, just 30 minutes from the renowned Trabocchi coast. So they say 30 minutes driving, maybe a tiny bit less, and an hour away from the, and so on. Let's enter. Let's enter into this property. Let's see the basic features. Village house, 2 floors, 103 square meters built, 104, 8 rooms, 2 bathrooms, plot of land 150 square meters, so there is a little garden, balcony, uncovered parking space, good condition, individual heating, air conditioning, private garden. Okay, the price is a tiny bit higher than the one we saw before, so we are already at 65,000 euro. It's interesting here to see that is now Abruzzo is typical because it's particular because it's just 30 minutes from the sea, from the coast, and an hour away driving from the mountains, maybe even a tiny bit less. So if you like, because in Abruzzo it's possible to ski, it's well known to have ski resorts. You are just in between the sea in the summer and the ski resorts in the winter if you love to ski. Recently, carefully restored, this house preserved the charm of its stone origins, enriched by modern touches such as air conditioning and every comfort. Okay, let's see. Let's enter 65,000 euro. Okay, so here I see a kitchen with a small living room. I see this vaulted barrel ceiling. They kept, for example, these old circles here that we see on the roof. They were used to hang, I don't know, cheeses or type of salumi back in the days. Anyway, new kitchen, new floor, the house with a bit of touch of style. We see the wooden here, the wood above the balcony door. Then anyway, again, the vaulted ceiling. Not very, very spacious, this room. I'd say to have this living room and the kitchen. I don't see a lot of space, but I see tidy and cozy. Nice from outside. All right, now I want to go back to understand. Okay, so we don't know what this window is. I guess anyway, this has to be the house. Okay, then here we have some steps leading to somewhere. Here we have another little balcony with air conditioning, unclear to what. Anyway, then here we have a beautiful view on the hills. Probably here we are in the sea direction. Again, we are not far from the sea. Beautiful hills, beautiful farming lands. Here we have a bathroom in a good condition. I see it was renovated kind of recently. Modern tiles, modern radiator. Okay, so here the picture is from the bathroom, and then there are a few steps because it's an old house. It's probably on different levels. Okay, here we have, again, we are back in the kitchen. Another picture from outside. Okay, we can see that the house was renovated. Here we are kind of basement, ground floor maybe. But anyway, they kept the stone, the original stone house without plastering to keep the style. Here we have the new steps leading to the first floor. I don't understand if there is an entrance, an external entrance. Anyway, we see a bathroom, another bathroom that might be in need. Anyway, we see a lovely space here in this kind of tavern. That's what we call tavern is not, I mean, taverna is a kind of basement in Italy. Anyway, overall, with a particular style, then there is a plot of land. Okay, probably this is the access. So we have, you see, the main entrance door that could be on the road up the steps here, and then on this side of the house, on two different levels, we have this space that we saw before, with in a row state with the original stone houses like this. Probably the access of this area is from this door here. Anyway, stylish. Then here we are back into the kitchen bedroom. Here we have a boiler for the hot water. Here we have a bedroom, bright with balcony. Here we have another bedroom. Maybe this is a single bedroom. Yes, looks like a single bedroom. Beautiful view, anyway, on the valley. Okay, we have a swing on the terrace. Okay, so this is the door that we saw before. Okay, so it has in front of the door that is bringing into this kind of basement, there is an outdoor space that belongs to the house. Okay, then here we have the video. Let's see, it's a 2 minutes video. The house is quite interesting. So let's see. Sorry. Okay, we have the entrance door and we go down the stairs. Okay, with one bedroom here, the small single bedroom that could be used as a studio with lovely view, amazing view, nice to wake up in the morning. Anyway, that is can also be used as a studio. Here we have the second bedroom, again with lovely view, small balcony but lovely view on the valley. That's interesting, nice. Okay, so then we have here the bathroom. Here we have the kitchen, kind of living room. It's a pity I don't see the dining table where to have, we're enjoying the dinners. It's a bit small, pity that it's a bit small. Then we keep going down, and here we go down to this ground floor, which is a lovely space. I would have made the kitchen here. Seriously, I would have made the kitchen here on this ground floor, living room on the upper room, and then the two bedrooms. Interessante, interessante, interesting. Okay, let's see what's next. And this is on sale for 65,000 euro. So the following one, we go up to 70. Detached house in Contrada Piano delle Vigne, so we are a bit in the outskirts. 6 rooms, 70,000 euro, 250 square meters. A peaceful oasis in Piano delle Vigne, Casoli. Let yourself be captivated by the charm of the Abruzzo countryside with this independent house. So we have an independent house with garden around. Maybe there is a bigger plot of land. Anyway, if you like a farmhouse out from the town, independent, this could be kind of house for you. I'd say now I haven't seen the house inside. It looks like it might be in need of renovation. Let's see, let's enter just to understand. I'd say, okay, the house itself is quite big, but from outside I can already say that there is need of renovation. I see the first floor looks like had been abandoned for ages. Let's see if they have pictures. It's an interesting property, not really stylish. Hopefully they're gonna have some pictures. I don't know the roof. Looks like I don't see the roof. It might be in need of full renovation. Okay. Okay, so the house, let's say, is in need of renovation. Here we are on the ground floor, and here we are on the upper floor, raw state, completely raw state, old bathroom. I'd say they tried to give it a go in the early 80s, but then something, suddenly they left the property. So, anyway, it's spacious, beautiful view, 70,000 euro. I'd say a lot of renovations work to do. Okay, let's go to the next. Detached house in Contrada Bizzarri, 70,000 euro, garage included, 3 rooms, 270 square meters, so it's a big property. Independent house, pity there are only 5 pictures. I'm selling a 270 square meters plot of land with 2 other buildable plots and 130 olive trees in Contrada Bizzarri, Casoli. The land is currently occupied. Let's enter. Just, I want to have a look. There are only 5 pictures. Let's first a look at the pictures. Okay, we have a big garage. I see a terrace here. The house is independent with lovely view on the mountains and the valleys. Then we have olive grove. The property is quite big. Okay, there are no more pictures. Let's read the description. I'm selling a 270 square meter plot of land with plot of land. So the house is 270 square meters and a plot of land with 2 other buildable plots and 130 olive trees. The land is currently occupied by a house that needs renovation or demolition. The property offers ample space to build a new house with excellent potential for a single family villa or a multi-story residential solution. The location is very quiet, surrounded by nature, and is about 5 minutes by car from the town of Casoli. I don't know how big is the plot of land. 270 square meters. I don't understand. I'd say tiny bit expensive for a place that has to be completely renovated. Okay, 83,000. Okay, here we have another video. Detached house in Contrada Verratti, 9 rooms, and then there are 2,370 square meters, probably included the land. Nestled in the tranquil Contrada Verratti, this property is a true gem of the Abruzzo countryside, just a few minutes from the center of Casoli. Now, the video is not the best. Let's have a look at the pictures. I said there are 60 pictures, so let's try just to scroll quickly. We have a beautiful balcony terrace with lovely view on Abruzzo Hills, lovely porch, plenty of space. Okay, I say overall the house is in a good condition. I don't see major works. I see it can be upgraded, but I see it's very spacious. Tiles are in a good condition, the floor tiles. The house is quite big, very big, I like. Private gate, plenty of space, plenty of storage units. It can be upgraded, but overall the property is in a good condition. This is the type of property. I see new kitchen here, tiles. I would keep this one. Then we have a wooden stove plus a fireplace, but I also see radiators. So there are all type of heating system. As I said, the kitchen is quite new. This is the type of house that I could go for, simply because it's very big and is not falling apart. Okay, one small bedroom, a master bedroom. Here we are. Again, overall, the house is in a good condition. Then we have stairs with a door leading to an upper floor with a second, let's say, kitchen dining. Potentially, this could be divided in two properties. Let's see the entrance. It depends if this entrance is in a common shared area or is in the ground floor apartment property. Okay, here we are on the first floor, surrounded by nice neighborhood. Bathroom, not the newest, but in a good condition. Partially renovated recently, let's say 20 years ago. Here we have another service bathroom. It's not the same one. Let me go back. No, because I see the sink here is black, while in the other bathroom the sink is white. Okay, wow, here we have another big kitchen. Interesting. Maybe this is the same room with the table just we saw from the other side. Let me go back. No. So this is again completely another kitchen. So two big kitchen. Interesting property with a fireplace. Plenty of space, plenty of rooms. This could be arranged anyway as a guest house for sure. Another big bedroom, terrace, and then okay, here we are going to an attic that is in a raw state. But generally, in many houses, where they don't really need to use the attic, they keep it like this. Actually, it's not allowed to live in this space. This is just can be used as a storage place. It's not a place where it's possible to live. Probably in cadastro, in the cadastral plan, floor plan is not uh, as place where you can live. Maybe the height is not enough, but it's a big storage place. It depends on the cadastral floor plan if it is considered as a place where you can live or not. Maybe not. Now here we are back in the main living room. Here we have a laundrette. Plenty of units here, I see. Shared in the common, in the courtyard. Here we have a big garage. Obviously, that is in a raw state, but it's fine. A deposit, another kind of garage for the tractor, looks like. Probably they were farmers, the owners of this house. Interesting property. This one for 83,000, very big, in need of some renovation, but with a very huge potential. Okay, let's see. Now, all the houses for now we see up to now, I think there was only one in the town, of Casoli, and was this one for 65,000. All the other one were in the countryside area. Okay, let's go here to 100,000. Maybe I will have a look up to 110. I won't go up more than that. So here we have 6 pictures. They don't show much. Casoli, rustic farmhouse, good condition, heating, individual heating system, but they're not showing pictures, with a decent plot of land. Okay, detached house in Via Maiella, 9 rooms, 226 square meters, in the heart of the historic center of Casoli, a charming Abruzzo village. Okay, we have a lovely house, 105 square meters. Okay, let me read first the basic features. Detached house, 4 floors, 226 square meters, 9 rooms, 2 bathrooms, terrace and balcony, uncovered parking space, second-hand good condition, fitted wardrobe, storage room, natural gas individual heating, private garden. I'd say this house has all we need. Let's go on full screen. There are 67 pictures. Now, beautiful view on the mountains, the Maiella. I think it's the Maiella. Okay, now here I'm happy to see that the house is in order. Okay, so everything is kept in a very good order. We have radiators, floors, tiles, walls well plastered, doors not old. Beautiful view on the mountain. Okay, here we have another space kept in a good condition. Beautiful view. Again, beautiful view. Wow, beautiful veranda here with this amazing view. Here you can enjoy your coffees and your teas in the morning. Beautiful, bright and sunny. Okay, here we have the door. It's an interesting house, quite new in all the things, fences, balcony, steps, main entrance door, roof. Everything looks kind of in order. Interesting property. Lovely terrace here, lovely outdoor space where you can enjoy again the summer and the wind, also the winter when it's sunny. Here, I'd say even in the summer you might not suffer of very hot weather here, typical of the south of Italy. Obviously, it's warm, but with the mountains close, you might always have a lovely breeze. So it's on a 3 floors house. This is the veranda on the top floor that we saw. I see balconies everywhere. Lovely. Lovely view again. Lovely. Okay, here we are back in what we saw as the living room before. Here we are back into the veranda. Beautiful, I like. Okay, this is one of the doors that we saw before. This one here on the left, and probably here there is the main entrance door. Seems like there are separate units, so we have the main entrance door that I saw. I recognize this door from outside, then little corridor with another door leading to the apartment. Good condition, spacious kitchen. Right. Anyway, they turn on the light, but I see a window on the left, a window on the right, radiators, tiles. Type of house, lovely kitchen. Type of house that I would go for. Then we are going to the upper floor. We have even a beautiful terrace. There is a chimney, so probably there is also a fireplace. Okay, interesting. So this is the terrace. It's on a three or four floors now. I don't remember exactly. I think it says four floors. And here now we are going to the upper floor. Bathroom, overall in a good condition, not falling apart. Beautiful views from all the rooms. Another master bedroom, a balcony. Interesting property. Little storage unit. Let me go back here. Okay, these are two different rooms. This one uses to storage something, and this used as a bedroom. This is a single bedroom. Actually, it looks even tiny bit bigger than a single bedroom, but used as a single bedroom. Radiators in all the rooms, and here we have the fireplace, looks like with another kitchen, gas stove, so all type of heating system. So here we have another kitchen. So there are separate units, potentially. I saw many bathrooms. I think it's the third bathroom. Another storage unit, you see as a pantry, laundrette, plenty of units. Beautiful. I like this property. Very interesting. 105. They're asking 105. Let's see the last one for 110. 110,000 euro. This one also looks in a good condition. So 110,000 euro, 1,155 square meters, I think, including the land, 7 rooms, garage included, 3 floors, detached house, 7 rooms, 2 bathrooms, plot of land, 1,000 square meters, 1/10 of an hectare, balcony, single garage including the price, and plenty of uncovered parking space, good condition, fitted wardrobe, individual heating, swimming pool and garden. Wow, for 110 square meters. Let's say detached house for sale in Contrada, so we are in the outskirts of Casoli. Okay, let's go full screen. Nice, beautiful outdoor space, courtyard with a lovely veranda here. Okay, okay, this is the swimming pool. They call it swimming pool anyway. External. Anyway, it's not really a proper one, but there is a kind of swimming pool. Okay, renovated with the typical mountain hill style. So this is an old countryside stone countryside house, as we can see partially has been left on view. The stones with a lovely typical vaulted ceiling in Abruzzo region with a fireplace actually not used anymore as a fireplace, but I see the television. Interesting. Okay, here we have a brand new kitchen. Interessante. Lovely outdoor space with the grill barbecue. New roof here. Okay, the house was renovated not long time ago and is in a good condition. Here we are in the kitchen, spacious. So here we are in the master bedroom. Let me go back one second. Here we are in the master bedroom. Okay. Bathroom recently renovated. Lovely steps, everything in order. Leading to the upper floor, we have a lovely living room with wooden stove here. Nice. Lovely living room. Another bedroom. Another bedroom. Okay, this, I don't know what this, maybe is another stove, pellet stove. Another bathroom recently renovated, all in a good order. Here we are back into the bedroom that we saw before. And then we have a door leading to the attic. Again, here we need to understand in this type of attic if they are allowed to be used as a living space or not by the cadastral floor plan. Here we have the entrance door. Anyway, we have a beautiful outdoor area with a view on the mountains, with a swimming pool. I don't know if it's allowed to build a swimming pool, but anyway, during the summer you can enjoy. Then garages, storage unit, private gate. I think there are a few olive trees around the house. Yeah, there were 1,000 square meters, so 1/10 of an hectare, with a view on the mountains. So there is this plot of land by the cadastral plan, road. All right, my friends. So I hope you have enjoyed. Let's go back here on the homepage on Idealista. So we reach today in today's episode of properties for sale under, we reach 110,000 euro from the lowest price up to 110 in Casoli, Abruzzo Region, Chieti Province. So, my friends, let me know under the description, under the comments, if you have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you tomorrow for a property for sale under in Molise region, as I usually do on Tuesday. Monday is the day of Abruzzo, Tuesday is the day for Molise region. All right, my friends, enjoy, have a nice day, and I'll see you here on Italy, A Place to Love YouTube channel. Bye.